Hey everybody, welcome to week 4. Okay, so last week we were talking about resumes. Talked a lot about resumes. Now we're not going to fully, move away from the resume topic because it is one that just keeps coming up in courses like this, as you can probably guess. But we're going to maybe talk less about ours, but still talk about resumes in discussion. We're going to be analyzing another, like a hypothetical resume, and you're going to be kind of walking through what you think works, what doesn't work, what recommendations and tips you would give the person, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to hopefully try to include an additional thread in discussion this week, just something else to kind of keep your mind going, maybe in a different direction or something like that, but something that hopefully just keeps conversations going, keeps you animated in discussion. Sometimes, one discussion topic is like, okay, how much can I say about how this person's resume stinks or something like that. I don't know. So if I have time, I'm going to try to add an additional discussion thread or something just to kind of keep things cool. Now, what are we talking about specifically? Well, like I said, we may not be directly talking about your resumes this week, but we are talking about something that is beneficial and kind of relates to your resume, and that is your professional portfolio. Okay. Now we use something called MyCred. Sometimes you'll have it called ePortfolio, right? Or these things are kind of connected. MyCred is usually the way we refer to it. This is an online portfolio, but it's far more than just like an online version of your resume. This is an opportunity for you to start to collect basically things that speak well of you as a student and as a professional. And in your MyCred account, you're going to be able to, for instance, basic things, putting your basic information in and a headshot, stuff like that, link to your resume, maybe to a list of recommendations, things like that, but also highlight things that you've done in classes, maybe if you want a writing sample or something. But also you can highlight things like all the certifications you've had or all the different classes you've taken, or if you've had previous college experience and you want to highlight that degree as well. There's a lot of things you can do with a MyCred account. Now, why does it matter? Like, who cares about this? Well, think about if you're in the job search and you are getting close to maybe getting that job, and you know there's a handful of other people and you who are vying for that one position, and boy, do you want it. Well, what do you have? Well, you gave them a resume and cover letter, right? And they were significantly impressed that they brought you in for an interview. Now, you know there's other people too. So what can you offer that maybe the other people can't? Well, this is where a professional electronic portfolio can be helpful. Okay, you can send a link to people previous to the interview and say, "This is more information about me professionally. This is my online portfolio," and they'll be able to see all these different things that hopefully are differentiating you and distinguishing you from all the other people who are vying for that same job. So this is basically a tool that it is what you make of it, essentially. But I encourage you strongly to make a lot of this. Okay, this is something that can allow you to separate from the pack, if you will, when it comes to looking for a job. This is something that will speak a lot more about you professionally than even a resume can. Okay, so I don't want to say tons and tons about how it's supposed to look and what you're supposed to do specifically. There is information there, and you're going to be going through an exercise and an assignment to really kind of talk about what you should be doing. And of course, a lecture has a lot more as well. But this week, I want you to think very seriously about what a professional portfolio, an online portfolio, can do for you. This may be a new concept to a lot of you, but this is one of those things that increasingly is becoming popular in the workplace because it is that thing that separates you from everybody else. It's your opportunity to just add those extra couple of steps in talking about why you are the ideal candidate for a given position. But again, it is what you make of it. If you're kind of like, all right, I'm going to do the bare minimum, I'm just going to do this thing so I can get the assignment and get that guy off my back, then it's not going to be that valuable. But if you're looking at this and saying, you know what, this could be helpful to me. This is something that if I maximize it, if I really leverage a lot of this, I could really have something fantastic here. And I could send this out to people, or I could link to my LinkedIn portfolio to this, which you definitely can do. And people will be able to just get to know me a lot better professionally. And believe me, that's what it's all about. So, like I said, it's kind of connected to the information we were talking about with resumes, but it's another step forward, and it really gives you an opportunity to do some cool stuff, especially with a couple of months left until you graduate. You know, plenty of opportunity to play with this kind of thing. So we're going to be doing that. We'll be getting into discussion. We'll have some fun things to do in discussion. As always, though, folks, let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. You guys know where to find me. Thanks.